In January 2005, Vincent celebrated his 60th birthday, first with the family at home and later in early February with a trip to Tunisia. We stayed in Port El Kantaoui, a holiday resort and fishing village in the north of the country. To see more of the country, we decided to do an overnight trip to the Sahara Desert. Our first stop was at El Hiem, the amazing Roman amphitheatre which once seated 30,000 people from the Roman city of Thydrus. It was constructed between 230 and 238 AD under the command of the imperial official Gordian. In 238, Gordian committed suicide after an unsuccessful rebellion against Rome, where he had claimed to be emperor. With his suicide, construction ended, and although it was never finished, it was extensively used. Our next stop was at the Troglodyte Caves, home to the Berbers. This enigmatic ancient tribe has populated the rolling hills of northern Africa since time immemorial, but nowadays make up only 1% of the Tunisian population. It was all very interesting, but I couldn't rid myself of the feeling that we were basically snooping round people's back doors. The patterns on the carpets and walls all originate from the symbolic language of the Berber culture. A short distance away at Matmata, we visited the Hotel Sidi Drus, which was home to Luke Skywalker in the 1977 film Star Wars. The highlight of our safari was of course the camel ride at the town of Douz on the edge of the Sahara. Tribesmen helped us put on our Arab headdress, and suitably attired we were duly introduced to our camels.
minutes, please.
And so, as dusk falls, we head out into the desert. Early next morning, we were reunited with our bus and driven to the large salt flats at Chott el Sharid, which 1,000 years ago was part of the Mediterranean Sea. Before the causeway was built, the treacherously changing surface spawned apocryphal tales of whole caravans sinking beneath the crusty salt without a trace. We were surprised to see souvenir stalls along the causeway, selling desert rose crystals and quartz stones, products of the area. With a further change of transport, we bounced our way through the Tozeur oasis and Pameray. There are 266,000 trees, irrigated by 200 wells, whose water is routed through a canal system devised in the 13th century. The town of Tozeur grew up beside this oasis, and we joined the locals for a cup of coffee, but refrained from imbibing in the hubble bubble. At Metlawi, we boarded another form of transport, the Lézard Rouge, or Red Lizard. This 19th century train was a gift from the French to the King of Tunisia and has been faithfully restored. It has 6 carriages, including one with armchairs and another with leather sofas. With little regard to safety, this young boy runs along, hopeful of any bounty to be gained from the travellers. We stopped at the normally inaccessible Selja Gorge, where a mountain stream squeezes through the rocks and is swallowed up by the thirsty desert beyond. Where the stream feeds the valley floor, life and greenery clutches at the banks for a few meters either side of the water. We reached the phosphite mining area of Selja, where a track siding enables our engine to uncouple and reposition at our rear. Passing through a series of bridges and tunnels, we head back down the track to Metlawi. As we left the desert behind, we made a gradual return to rural life. At Metlawi, we left the train behind to find our trusty bus awaiting us. As night fell, we returned to Port El Kantaoui, tired but happy after our safari adventure.